Ladies and gentlemen, I am Titus Zakayo Ingana, the head of Famwadas Church in Kenya and beyond, and I continue with my schedule on the introduction of my colleague by Jesus Christ. Now, after the blast of the trumpet, and I was in a group of very many, perhaps millions of young people, and I could see they were around the age of 30 to 35. 1996, having been born in 1966 means I was about 30, 31 years. And those people that were there, they were about my age. And after the blast of the trumpet, we all fell down and turned around to see where the blast came from. It was from the eastern sky. And closely, there were 12 people who were flying down from the eastern sky to where we were, holding hands. They were in a circular formation. At about 100 to 200 meters above the earth, I could see there was a man or somebody that looked like a man at the center of the circle. It's like they were escorting him, and they came down just about 50 meters above the ground. The 12 men whom I came later on to learn they were angels, the angels that don't have wings, receded into the sky, and Jesus Christ came down. Actually, he came right to where I was. By observation, I think I was just about 3 meters away from him. And when he arrived, all of us now became, I tell you, the presence of Jesus is not a joke. We were so fearful, we were shaken, and we are all flat on the ground. And Jesus Christ said, I, Jesus Christ God, have come to ordain 2 people to preach my word to the west. Zakayo Ingana, stand up. And he pointed at me. So I stood up before him. And immediately he pulled out his hand, carried it the way I'm carrying it like this. And an empty syringe, like the syringe that veterinary doctors use to inject animals with drugs, fell in his palm. And he took that empty syringe and plunged it on my left hand side and pulled out. And it was full. And inside there I could see there were strange creatures. Snakes, crocodiles, elephants, tortoises, whatever, feces of human beings, whatever, sewage, whatever that you can see that defiles a man or what can make a man very unhappy. And then fire formed on his right hand side, and he dumped or threw that syringe into that fire. And those fellows that were inside cried, saying, why do you destroy us now? Our time has not come. And he told them, shut up. Then he carried up his hand the second time, and a syringe like of the magnitude of the first again formed in his hand. This time it was having yellow liquid, but I presume it was like liquid gold. Of course, in the normal temperature, liquid gold, it's very hot. But this was cool, yes. And with that, he injected everything into my shoulder here, and pumped everything inside. And I said, with this, I give you power to go and preach my word. And thereafter, he called a second person. Please be careful to listen to the next episode of what happened. Thank you, and you're welcome.